Hey everybody. So, I'm going to do a little bit of a different thing that I've done in a while because I'm trying to change things for the better all the time on this channel. One of the things I did before was I took all of the games that I purchased during the winter sale and just lumped them into their own little spinning wheel and then spun that wheel for a while, and it ended up being like March before I was done reviewing all of those games. And that's kind of ridiculous given the fact that I have so many games to review still. So yeah, I just I don't want to do that again. But I do want to highlight the games that I did purchase during the Steam sale. Now, you can see here, here's one that I didn't purchase in the Steam sale because, you don't have to purchase it because it's free. It's free to play. Yeah, you can tip the developer, which is pretty cool that that's a thing. But yeah, Soldat is basically 2D Team Fortress 2, basically. That's basically the idea. You like TF2? Yeah. Anyway, fans of the channel said, hey, you should know about this game. And then I learned about it, and indeed, it was very fun. Let's get into the ones that I actually purchased during the sale. Up first, Project Nimbus, because I've got a weird thing for mech games. I love them, but I have a hard time finding good ones, like good ones. Always open to suggestions, and I know there are going to be people in the comments who are going to be like, ooh, what's a good one? And I might already have it. Who knows? Because I do have a bunch of mech games. But yeah, this mech game built on the Unreal Engine, as you saw, looks pretty cool. Project Nimbus. Yeah, flying around doing mech stuff. It was only $1.04, so that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Up next is Gunmetal, which let's see what kind of game I bought here with Gunmetal. I wonder. Oh, could it be another mech game? Because I swear I'm always looking to buy mech games. And so yeah, it's another mech game. Looks also pretty cool. This one you flip back and forth between being a jet. This one's only 74 cents. So, not a bad pickup. Normally that's in the budget explosion, budget extravaganza realm of games, if it's under $1 like that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Gunmetal is good. This one, Aced Breed. I've heard good things about it. I don't really know anything about it, but ooh, it's the future of shoot 'em ups. Wait a minute. Could it be that he purchased yet another one of these mech games? Yeah, it absolutely could be precisely that. Because I love Gundam, and the Gundam games aren't really all that great in comparison to the shows. I could be wrong. I've been disappointed with the Gundam games that I have played. So if there are Gundam games, if y'all know which Gundam games are worth getting, for sure let me know. But this one looked really cool because it's combination mech and side-scrolling bullet hell style shooter. It was only $3.99. You can't go wrong there. So I picked that up for sure. Here's another one because I do listen to people's comments. Oh, actually, this was not a comment that someone on the channel made.
Oh my god, Jack.
This is... Yeah, you might hear my children in the background. Don't worry about it. It's very normal. Anyway, so Shell Shock Live, I was telling a student about a great DOS game from back in the day called Scorched Earth. Does anybody remember Scorched Earth? You can play it. You can find it online. Just Google Scorched Earth DOS. And, you know, they've got places, there are a ton of places that are hosting old DOS games that you can play. You can play it online. I was explaining the game, and the guy was like, my student was like, oh, you mean like Shell Shock? I was like, I don't know Shell Shock. And he's like, go on Steam and look up Shell Shock. And so this is basically one of those shooty, like, pick your aim and distance and whatnot type of game, and you're trying to blow up the enemy, except for it has a ton of different weapons and power-ups and whatnot, and so it's different. It's a little deeper than your standard, you know, gorillas throwing bananas that you played in QBasic. Because if you're old like me, you definitely played Gorillas Throwing Bananas in QBasic. Man, I had fun with that game. Anyway, I'm gonna need to look up some QBasic and play some Gorillas Throwing Bananas now that I think back on it. But yeah, this game apparently gets even more intense than Scorched Earth, which, like, we couldn't believe it when, you know, back in the days of DOS gaming, one of my friends got the game, which meant we all got the game because piracy, you know, because we couldn't afford to all go out and buy the game. And so, yeah, man, it was a great day when one of our friends got King's Quest 6. Ugh, good times. Anyway, but yeah, Shell Shock seems like it goes even harder than Scorched Earth, so that's good. Grip Combat Racing, this is something that Metal Jesus, oh wait, hold up, I didn't show the price on Shell Shock. It's $6.99, not that discounted, but, you know, it is discounted, so that's a good thing. Grip Combat Racing, this is a Metal Jesus game that he is all about. I do watch the Metal Jesus channel. If you don't watch it, you might like it. He does a lot of different kinds of games, a lot of console stuff, a lot of vintage stuff. I intend to get more into more vintage reviews in the coming year. But anyway, yeah, this game is exactly what it sounds like. It's combat racing. You drive, you know, up on the walls and whatnot, and it's just, you know, crazy shooty, drivey fun. So, yeah, that looked 100% up my alley, and it was $4.49. So, not bad at all. Verdict Guilty was one that I had to pick up because this is a retro army game. I don't know anything about it other than the fact that it's a retro army game. So I didn't even look at what it was. I was like, these guys make nothing but the best stuff. And so, oh, is it an on-rail shooter? Oh, you choose your ooh, or maybe it's a beat 'em up. It's a beat 'em up. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so Retro Army did a cool retro beat 'em up, which is obviously awesome. I love beat 'em ups. Always looking for fun beat 'em ups as well. So yeah, this one, $3.04, had to pick it up. Same with Death's Hangover, which Death's Hangover also Retro Army. I didn't even look at what it is because these guys make nothing but the highest of quality. Everything that they make is retro and fun and awesome, you know. Oh my God, that's awesome. It's okay. So this reminds me right off the bat of Strikey Sisters, which I own on the Switch. I don't own it on Steam. I believe it's on Steam, but it's a RPG block breaker game, which is, you know, way more fun than you'd think. Anyway, all right then. So yeah, it's a whole game. Death's Hangover. Had to get it, and again, $3.04. So, that's the whole thing. Alien Hominid, I was so excited to find out that this was out, and I'm glad that I wasn't sleeping on it for very long. It only came out in November, but this game, man, it's gotten really, not impossibly hard to find a copy, but it's gotten a lot harder to find a copy, and they've gotten more expensive. And it's one of those games I should get a hard copy of it, a physical copy of it, before it's impossible to get one. But man, is this game a lot of fun. It's, an old game, a new game, a game by the Behemoth. Yeah. So it's got all the sort of Castle Crashers type feels, but, with Invader Zim-ish looking graphics, and it's just a super fun run and gun shooter. And so if you like run and gun shooters, it's $9.59, not discounted very much, but it literally just came out on Steam. The game has been around since forever. I played it first on the GameCube, I want to say. But yeah, the GameCube, original Xbox, PS2 era is when this game was out. And like I said, it's getting harder to find a physical copy for a decent price. So, had to pick it up. No Man's Sky I've had forever. Some of these, they just are showing me things that I already had. Nier, I already own this on the PS4, but I never fire up my PS4 because it's in an inconvenient location in my computer room. It's just easier for me to be on my computer all the time, and I've wanted to play this game for a long time. Ever since it came out, it's been out for forever. The sequel's been out for long enough to have been out for forever. It's so it's about time that I get down to playing this game just because it looks so cool. And hey, thanks internet for spoiling already the big reveal in this game that you don't know, but the whole time who you're really fighting is, thanks internet that I know that. I hate spoilers. I'm not even gonna tell it to you because there's probably somebody out there who would like to play this game who doesn't need it spoiled for them. Anyway, but it looks super cool. I've always wanted to play it, and now I can, and it was only $15.99. A little cheaper. Dungeon Marathon. Dungeon Marathon is the last of the Retro Army games that I needed to pick up. And this one looks ridiculous because it's like an auto runner dungeon crawler. So yeah, it seems like a bit of a weird combination, and I didn't buy it with the other ones at first, but then I thought the better of it. I was like, come on, it's Retro Army. They only make things that you like. Therefore, you must like this game. And it was 69 cents. And so I had to, I was like, come on. It's less than $1. It's by a trusted developer. We've got to get it. So I went ahead and got it for the 69 cents. And this one just popped up in my recommendations. So you've definitely seen this, them marching, that whole thing. So is it Dr. I don't know this cartoon. I don't know what it originally comes from. Dr. Livesey, Dr. Livesey, Dr. Livesey. I don't know what this is from. Pardon my ignorance, but I've seen the memes of this like a bajillion times. And this is an on-rail shooter that is very highly rated, and I like a good on-rail shooter. I don't have very many of them in my Steam library. So yeah, I picked this up. It was 49 cents, and it's overwhelmingly positive. Like, people love this game. So, and like a lot of people, more than normal, like I don't buy too many games that have this many positive reviews on them. So, had to go with it. Here's all the borrow games. Super Mega Baseball, I've got a review of that coming up. This one I bought just on a whim, Super Grappling Gecko. It was a cheap pickup, $1.39. It was just in my recommendations, but I do like a good grapple mechanic. I love Bionic Commando, and so when I saw this, I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. Like a dungeon crawly sort of precision platformy with grappling mechanic. Yeah, seems fun. So I picked it up. It was $1.39. Not too much on a speculative buy. These I've played. Yeah, this I played recently. This I've got a review coming out of soon. This I have. I don't know why I didn't get this way sooner. It's a Devolver Digital game. I love Devolver Digital. They put out a ton of quality, and I've actually played this. I have it on my PS Vita. So it's not that I haven't played it. I have, and I've enjoyed it. It's just, it's a, crazy shooter with a very old school graphic style, an intentional old school graphic style that's just a lot of fun. There's a lot of character to this game, and it's pretty reasonably difficult too as a shooter, and very satisfying. So yeah, Lufthauses. So yeah, had to break down and get it. It was only $2, so finally got it. This one I got off of I forget the name of the channel. It's Eli Gaming, Ellie Gaming, something of the sort. Apologies to the person, but they did their own, Steam video, Steam games at different price points video. This was in their under $5 one, and I love the art style of this. It just looks really fun and really cool. It reminds me of Borderlands in a lot of ways, which is fun. So yeah, I saw this and was like, I bet I would have fun with that, and it's $1.99. So I don't mind buying things that other people recommend, people who watch my channel, if it looks cool, if it looks fun. Gigantic Army may have been in the same video, or maybe I found it somewhere else. I don't know. Because let's see, yeah, $2.39. So could have been in the same video. Absolutely could have been. But I believe this is another mech shooter, because why not? Yeah, it's another mech shooter. This one 2D side scrolly, very Metal Slug kind of a vibe that I'm getting from it. And so yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, with upgradable weapons and whatnot. Seems really fun, and it's $2.39. So yeah, like them mech shooters. Origami. People have been recommending this game to me since forever, and I typically don't play stealth games. But then again, if the stealth game is really well done, like the Splinter Cell games, I really enjoyed those. Because they're really, really well done and kind of linear, the early ones. And so, there's kind of not too many different ways to approach a level. And so yeah, this one just seemed more like the kind of stealth that I can manage. So yeah, and it looks really cool. There's a reason people have been recommending this to me since forever. It was $2.99, so yeah, for a game that's very positively reviewed and that people have had a lot of things to say about, and that a lot of people recommended to me over the years. Had to break down and buy it. I bought way more games than I meant. Um, West of Loathing, this is another one that was like, fine, I guess I need to get it because, the same people who recommended like Clive Gunman and things like that recommended West of Loathing, and I do like the other games that have been recommended by the people who have recommended this to me. And yeah, the stickman art style, the turn-based strategy, the silliness of it all. Yeah, it's 100% up my alley. It's just under $5. It was so, decided to finally break down and get it. These next ones, warning, I was watching a video that was like, hey, here's some Steam games that maybe you don't know. And some of them I did know, but it's a lot of anime girls. This one I'm actually ashamed of because it was not until after I bought it. Because this comes from Idea Factory, who has made other games that I have played and enjoyed. Like, what else did Idea Factory make? Oh yeah, the Neptunia games, which are kind of ridiculous, but also solidly fun. Mary Skelter, yeah, anyway. So I have some of their other games in my library, and so I was like, okay, cool, we'll get this one. Like, I do have some anime girl games, but this one is like, you gotta like get people naked and whatnot is the whole thing. It was $4.99, and now I'm kind of ashamed to have it, so we're gonna move on. Coiler Sigma seems like much more of a substantial action RPG type of game, which like sometimes when like I've been playing a lot of turn-based RPGs, I'm making my way through Final Fantasy VI. I've been making my way through all the Final Fantasy games, and I'm on 6 currently, which is really good, but also sometimes the turn-basedness of it drives you a little crazy, and you wish it were a little more actiony. Yeah, so this more actiony. And yes, it's anime girls, but I don't think this is as heavy on the fan service. Like, I played it on the Atari 8-bit computers, which, like, those Atari 8-bit Boulder Dash games, excellent. Like, absolutely excellent. And so, yeah, the way that this one looks in terms of, sending your little drones down to do the mining for you and whatnot, and building infrastructure as you go, like, it seems like it'd be pretty fun. And so, yeah, mining mechs, it just over $2 seemed interesting, so I got it. Because, how is it that I find out about lots of cool games that, not a ton of people have played? I mean, see, 761 have played this. That's a few, but I mean, not that many, really. I'd never heard of this game before, and now it's in my library, because I like to take chances on things, but not that big of a chance. And as you see, sometimes when I find a developer that I really like, I just go nutso, I play The Spy Who Shot Me, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's get the other games by this developer that I don't have. Anyway, people, that's going to do it for this one. I'm not going to drag it out much longer, but that's what I picked up in the Steam sale. Let me know in the comments what you picked up on the Steam sale, because I'm curious, and hopefully my other videos helped. And yeah, I'm curious to see what you got. Anyway, people, that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.